Alright guys, this tutorial is going to be how to set up a FiveM server with server hosting. So first you're going to need a VPS for this tutorial. It doesn't need to be from us. This tutorial is going to be for everybody. But if you get one with us, it'll come completely pre-set up for you. Now, if you don't have a very high budget, you can choose the budget lineup. It shows you're paying. You're going to want to choose the one that's closest to all of your players. So like Miami, Dallas, New York, stuff like that. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using our top lineup. Let's run everything perfectly. I'll choose it in New York. Okay. Now, you can kind of just leave all of this the way it is, unless you know what you're doing. I recommend this comes fully set up. And then you just click continue. Then you'll enter in all of your payment information and such. So this is what you'll see after you purchase it. You're going to get an email with all of the login information and how to set up the DDoS protection. There's another video on the channel that goes over how to set up your DDoS protection. Now, most hosting providers will have a panel. This is what it will look like. I just have it as test server. So what you're going to do is you're going to copy the IP address that's sent to the email, which is going to be this one right here. It's also found right there. You're going to open remote desktop. You're going to put in the IP address. Now you're going to click more choices, use a different account. Now the username for us is going to be administrator. It's the same for most places. Then you put in the password. Remember, and then click OK. Sometimes you're going to go get another pop-up, just click yes on that. And then this is what it looks like. Now, it's very important. The first thing you get in your VPS, you're going to open up settings, update and security. You're going to check for the latest updates. And you can also personalize it and everything like that. But checking for updates is very important, or else Windows will purposefully slow it down. Now, if you're using another hosting provider, not using GoodLeaf hosting, what you can do is you can go ahead and you'll have to download these applications. So you'll download Notepad++. You'll also download Visual Studio Code. And then, depending on how your setup is, for most of you, you'll want HideSQL as well as XAMPP. So you would download those applications. And then once you download them, this is what XAMPP looks like. You will start your Apache and MySQL databases. Now, if you don't like Heidi and you're used to something like PHPMyAdmin, you would just go to localhost 80. Well, in this case, I guess just localhost will work, but it's 80. And then you would click on PHPMyAdmin. Now, for this tutorial, you're going to also want to download the FiveM server artifacts. You're going to download just the latest one, which is, in my case, 14193. Open that up, and then you would make a new folder on your desktop called server artifacts. It already comes with GoodLeaf hosting. Drag that right into there, and then replace the files. Alright, now to get it started, you're going to open up fxserver.exe. Great. Now I'm just going to switch over to my computer for this. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to load this on your own computer. This is 67.227.44.86.40120. Then you're just going to copy in that pin 4744, and then link your CFX account. Now I'll just set a password, and then register. Now you can make that your server name. Now I'm going to use the popular recipe. I'll just use QB-Core. Then that looks fine to me. Save. Go to the deployer. You can just click next on that. Now you're going to need to get your key. So to do that, you go to keymaster.fivem.net. Sign in. And then then click register new server. I'll just name it test server. You can also use code FIRSTMONTH50 to get half off your GoodLeaf hosting VPS. Click generate, copy the key. Now you're gonna put the key into there, run the recipe. Now, while this is setting up, because it can take a while, I'll go over the control panel. Restart, stop the VPS, has graphs of bandwidth usage, all that fun stuff. Then code that you can use to get half off. I'll pull it up over here. FIRSTMONTH50. The Discord is discord.gg/goodleafhs if you need help. And then the website is goodleafdev.com. Like that. And then we will price match if there are providers that are cheaper than us. So I'll just log in. I'll just do it on my computer. You don't have to log in on your VPS. This is still setting up. Also, it's important that you configure the Windows firewall. So Windows Defender Firewall, advanced settings. Now, our VPS already comes with it pre-set up for FiveM TCP and FiveM UDP. I'll just do an example. You would do it for outbound too, but you click new rule, port, next. You're going to do it for TCP and UDP for 30120. So you would do 30120, TCP, allow the connection, and FiveM TCP. I'll just name it 2 because there's already one. And then you do the same thing for UDP, but select UDP. And then you do it in outbound rules as well. It's the same thing. Port 30120. Make sure you click allow the connection. Then, yeah. And looks like our server is all set up. Click next. Looks fine to me. And then save and run the server. Great. Now the server's online. I'll just open up FiveM. And we're going to connect to this IP address. So in my case, it's 67.227.44.86, I believe. Yep. And then enter. And now I'm in the Keymaster server. I'll just pause the music. If you need any help during this process, you can just be sure to open a ticket in our Discord. And yeah, that's it for the tutorial today, guys. Have fun setting up your FiveM servers.